everyone, and welcome to the Week 8 review, Week 9 preview. I am your commissioner, a.k.a. Mr. Modest, a.k.a. Buzzsaw, a.k.a. everything you want and more. I'm joined by Joel Gibson. Joel, back after a week. I heard you were having some problems over there, being real sick.
It wasn't great, man. It wasn't great, but I'm back.
Everybody was talking about it out both ends, no big deal. Well, we won't go much further than that, but I'm glad you're back, and it makes it a lot easier on me. With that being said, we're going to get right into this week's matchups. We'll start with the champs matchup. As always, Mr. Modest versus Cody. Mr. Modest waited till 8 p.m. on Sunday night to play two players, LeBron and Booker, and takes this matchup over Cody. Snatches the matchup. Played two players and still won. I think it was 12-1. We love that for us. We love it, Joel Gibson.
Yeah, all the way down to the wire. This one was a nail biter. Probably the funniest moment of last week was when you mentioned that you were picking Cody for the win, meaning that you also were going to sit everybody, but you went against your own prediction and you pulled out the win. Hard-earned.
Hard-earned, and let me tell you, I delivered that with such bravado that it almost made me believe it after I hit it. So that made me laugh that everybody thought that was the best line last week. Because let me tell you, Joel, and I will be the first to say it, last week's video was trash. Was absolute trash. I got through it on short time's notice. I didn't prepare anything. I was just like, you know what? You got it, champ. Hit it, and then realized, oh, wait, you don't got it, as I stumbled through half of it. So I will be the first to admit when I mess up. I apologize for last week's video, and it just really feels nice to have you back, Joel. Mr. Modest moves to 7-1, and Cody moves to 2-6. Continuing his tank strategy, and Mr. Modest still has only lost once in the last 2 years. No big deal. No big deal, Joel Gibson.
Yeah, no big deal indeed. That's about all I got to say.
Excellent. We'll move on to the next matchup, and this one is fantastic, and I'll tell you why. First of all, I'll give you your props as Joel beats Doug. Joel's missing everyone and their sister on his roster. Doug, tonight, if you're looking at his lineups, we'll talk about it, but Kuminga doesn't play. His rookie doesn't play. Any of those players, if they play even 10 minutes, could have changed this matchup differently. Wemby being out, of course. Joel, you get the job done here, beating Doug, so injured. What do you have to say?
I'm going to be a gracious winner this week. I'm going to say that neither team was really at their full strength. And this was a weird week, just in general with the Cup. This was not a true reflection of these two Titan teams going at one another. Although, I'm happy to say that my team won.
Yeah, I think the highest number of games played this week was 35 by Kyle. 35 is an extremely low number, as we're talking about, the Cup and stuff like that. So this is definitely not something that you can necessarily hang your hat on, but it still gets you the win, and come playoff time, it could be the difference between a home and away, depending on what's going to happen. But I believe Wemby is back now. He was back. Yes, he did play. So Doug is turning into full strength next week. Joel, the reason why...
was out today.
What's that?
LaMelo was out last I saw.
Yes, yeah. Well, like we talked about before, that's what's going to be the toughest for Doug is, LaMelo, especially towards the end. Is he getting traded? Is he sitting? We've been talking about this as a narrative for Doug, I feel like, for a couple years now. But, hey, It is what it is. The reason why I said that this was a real tough day for Doug, and you wouldn't know this, but Doug and I played in Cody's football league this week in the playoffs, first round of the playoffs. He lost to me in the first round of the playoffs. So in one single week, Doug lost to you and Doug lost to me in the exact same week. That is a tough week for anybody. 100% for anybody, that's a tough week.
That is a tough week, but I will say he can rest easy on his $98 of free agent money.
Yes, he has quite a bit of free agency money, absolutely. Next matchup is Adam versus Neiman. Adam getting the win here. Huge win for Adam, in my opinion, here over Neiman. I had Adam at 7. I had Neiman at 6. They both moved to 4-4 here after this matchup, and Adam has the tiebreaker. Huge when it comes, especially to playoff seeding. It could even wind up where you play a little bit of a lesser Titan, if you will, in the first round of the playoffs. So shout out to Adam for this win. Hey, Embiid did have a good game this week, so that's huge for Neiman despite taking the loss.
Yeah, I was going to say the Embiid game was encouraging, but it still wasn't enough for Neiman. So good win for Adam. I'll put the same asterisk on this win for him that I put on my own. This is a weird week, and if we had a full slate of games, it might have gone a little bit different. But good win for Adam.
Absolutely. Next matchup is Kyle versus Eric. 1 versus 8. Kyle continues to be undefeated. Eric, it is what it is. He moves to 3 and 5. And Kyle moves to 8-0. Kyle had them. What's that?
Eric sat everyone today, I believe.
Yeah, I don't know what Eric's doing at this point. Some weeks he's adding on now he's just trolling us because I know he watches the videos. So now he's just trolling us. We shit on him for not cycling. He cycles. And then out of nowhere, he's just randomly sitting people. I have no idea what he's trying to do. And I think that's exactly what he wants. So I'm not going to give him what he wants. I'm just not going to pay attention to his team for a few weeks just to see what's going on. We'll circle back around in a few weeks to see what he's trying to do, but I'm not going to give Eric what he wants, damn it.
Interesting.
Next matchup is Matt losing to CJ. Matt will move to 2 and 6. CJ will move to 5 and 3. And CJ continues to spend free agency money. He did make a little post in the messenger that he has no intent on winning this year. We get it, bro. We see it. No problem. I totally understand what you're going for. Yeah, he gets the win. 5 and 3. He is going to make the playoffs this year and get totally demolished in the first round. And that's what's going to happen, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm sure we can all hug and we can be friends, but he is going to make the playoffs, and whoever plays him in the first round is going to demolish him. So congratulations to the player that plays him in the first round of the playoffs this year.
Do you think that he will spend one of his, is it $2 of free agency money that he has left?
I know it's less than 5 at this point. If you keep talking, I'll be able to give you the exact number. But it is not a lot. So I'm sure he's out there trying to trade.
Here's my question for you.
Go ahead.
Regardless of even if it's $5, which I'm certain it's less.
It's $4 for the record. So you can ask your question still, but it's $4.
How many times will he add Dennis Schroeder with
those last $4? Boy, I really want to say, wait, we'll put the plus or minus at 1, and I'm taking the over. Okay, I'm taking the over.
I really hope it happens.
Oh man, it just sucks. It sucks for him. He tries really hard every year, and I appreciate that he tries so hard. Doug went at him in the messenger. There was that whole thing that I don't even know that I want to rehash at this point. But he has changed his name to Massaged Ego. Like, this is a crazy time for CJ. And I don't know if you know this, but he plays the Buzzsaw next week. So I don't know. I don't know what he's going for, but it's been a real rough couple weeks here for CJ as well.
Since we're taking this train off the tracks just for a second,
absolutely,
I want to shout out Eric for not changing his name.
After I asked him to do it, and he's specifically not doing it just to keep me and you confused, because it's bullshit. I put in the messenger, it was only that I was confused, but you have routinely said that you're confused as well. I didn't want to put in here, no, since we're really going off the tracks, I didn't want to put your name anywhere near that message because I knew Eric would have been like, oh, definitely fuck Joel Gibson. I'm not changing that name at all. So I was just like, Eric, it's a little confusing for me. Do you think you can change your name? And he still said fuck you. So
didn't he say in the messenger that he was going to change his name?
No, he said in the messenger he wasn't going to change his name specifically because it confused me. And, like, I'm the nicest guy in the league, Joel Gibson.
Fuck off.
I'm the nicest guy. I'm the guy
totally
you want.
Off the rails now.
I'm the guy you want to root for. I am the guy that everybody loves. And he still said fuck you. So, you know, it's no big deal. But I'm just saying, like, it's confusing. Had I put your name in that message, he might have just responded with a middle finger. Like, fuck you.
Goddamn. You're basically Lex Luthor over there, but I'm the
villain. Last matchup is Jake versus Steven. Congratulations, Steven gets his first win. Jake is officially the worst team in the league. Not congratulations to you, Jake. You are lucky we don't have a last team punishment. We should have it, especially with Dynasty. I will be bringing this up in the commissioners meeting with Joel Gibson, the owners meeting. We need to have something shitty for the last team. Especially, you know, and I said last week we're going to talk about also the tanking. We're going to talk about the last team. I think we should talk about maybe a punishment for the last 4 teams. So if you want to tank, I've been thinking about this a lot. If you want to tank to get that first round pick, there are going to be repercussions for being in that last 4 teams. And they're not going to be nice. They're not going to be nice. And you will be required to do them. I think that that's kind of a way where we don't have to necessarily take future capital. We can take a team if they want to tank for the first round pick. You're going to suffer the repercussions for that. But if it's 4 teams, you don't want to be in that bottom bracket at all. What do you think about that? I just sprang that on you right now.
Sounds deeply sexual.
It is going to be sexual, Joel Gibson. There is going to be a definite sexual element to the punishments for all 4 of them. Now, we can talk about the same punishment for all 4 of them. We could grade them, like the punishment gets worse as you move down. I have no idea, but it's just something that I've been thinking about a lot since we've kind of brought it up. If we're going to try to do a punishment to keep people from doing it, we're going to make it embarrassing as hell for you.
Interesting. Because you theoretically could be the worst team in the league, but not actually the worst team record-wise, right?
Exactly. Yeah. So you could move up if you wanted to, sneak in that 8 spot. You don't have to do the embarrassing thing. Totally up to you. It totally depends. And that gives a little bit more of like a decision that has to be made. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
interesting.
It's something to think about and something we'll talk about in the off season for sure. Now, the reason why I'm bringing all these random shit up is because this week is boring as hell as we get into these matchups for next week. I am bored just even thinking about talking about them. First matchup is number 5 CJ versus the champ, aka Buzzsaw, aka going to beat CJ's ass. Number 2, Mr. Modest. He's 7-1. CJ's 5-3. CJ has $4 of free agency money, and I will cycle the fuck out of CJ. I hope you're ready to add all 4 of those dollars because I only played 2 players last week. So your boy is itching to play players. And now he's got a legitimate rookie cycle. Oh boy, we are going to lay the Thunder Fist on CJ. That might even be my new name, like Thunder Fist. Not like Thunder Hammer, not like Thor. Just Thunder Fist, just really putting it through people. I am going to win this week. There is no doubt.
Yeah, I wish I could pick CJ, but I am going to pick you. Good luck, CJ. I would not use your last $4 on Brandon this week, but if you do, it's a heroic way to go out, guns firing, but I would hold your fire.
I agree with you. Because tomorrow is the start of the week as well, I just want to point out that Cody and I will be at the Steelers-Dolphins game tomorrow night. The high is supposed to be 18 degrees with 16-mile-an-hour winds. But Cody and I are going to be down near the 50, watching my favorite team play the Steelers. My second favorite team, the Steelers. But I just want everybody, if you see me on TV, I've thought about wearing this Dolphins jersey. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I am wearing a Dolphins shirt now. So go Dolphins. Let's mess people up. I'm going to be freezing my ass off tomorrow. Just bringing that up. And also because CJ is such a diehard Steelers fan, I'm going to beat CJ's ass even more so because of that. Okay?
I hope you guys have fun, but that sounds so fucking cold.
It's going to be so cold. I bought 14 different things today, like Long John's heating things. I got so much shit. I'm gonna be wearing a Gryffindor Harry Potter scarf. So you might see, if you see me on TV and you're like, those look like Harry Potter colors. Chances are that's me freezing my ass off on TV behind the Dolphins bench. It's gonna be great.
Can't wait for you.
Next matchup, speaking of which, is Eric versus Joel. Eric will not change his name, and now will definitely not change his name because he knows that Joel would also like him to change his name. I expect Eric to run a full cycle against Joel Gibson this week because these two, for some reason, just do not get along, and I love it so much. Man, I love it because I want Joel to spend some free agency money too. So I'm super interested to see if Eric is involved this week. I think if there's any matchup, he only plays Joel once. So here it comes. I think that Eric cycles, and I think Eric somehow pulls off this win because Joel cannot afford any more free agency money. I just 8 versus 3. After Joel just beats Doug to get by, Joel's beat up. I'm taking Eric on the road here after a full range cycle on your ass.
I'll be honest. I am not going to run a cycle this week. I would rather hold my fire. If Eric wants to go for it, he can have this week. That's up to him.
Woo!
I thought it was very interesting that he sat his players today. I wonder if he also is going a Cody route. Maybe that's me being optimistic. If he brings it, I'll bring it with what firepower I got. But I'm down several players. And if he brings the heat, I do think that he will win.
Oh man, I love it. That's the second matchup, and the rest of these are worthless. The next matchup is Doug versus Matt. Doug number 4 versus Matt 2 and 6, number 9, just out of the playoffs. Doug wins this easy. I don't think there's no real reason to even talk about this for very long. He rebounds after taking an ass licking from you and from me in Cody's league. He's real bummed. He had the most points scored in Cody's league for the second year in a row, and he's getting bounced in the first round this year to your boy. And it feels so good. So good, Joel Gibson.
Yeah, there's very few rebounds that are easier than, just pounding Matt out.
That's true. Next matchup is Steven versus Kyle. Number 11, Steven, got his first win this week. He will not win against Kyle this week. Kyle's going to move to 9-0, trying to develop some sort of a streak here. Not going to happen for long, Kyle.
I also agree. Kyle will win. Poor Steven, just banged the fuck up.
Yeah.
Edie was playing pretty well for him, and that's another big injury for his team. A stress fracture in his foot. It's possible that we don't see him play again this year.
Yeah, and also a stress fracture in the foot for a 7+ big man. That's a problem. That's a problem, especially for someone so young. You feel bad for him drafting him. And again, we go back to this, and I remember you and I talking about it in the car when we were out in Denver. Or, no, technically we were out in, where were we? Something Springs in Denver for CJ's wedding. Either way, I told you I thought Steven was, and I'm a Purdue guy. I love Purdue. But I told you I thought it was a mistake to take him that high. And now here we are a couple years later, and we're already into the injuries. I'm just really nervous for Steven. I legitimately am concerned.
It would be a bummer. I think Yao Ming's career ended with a similar injury in his foot.
Yeah.
But he was significantly older, and that was a long time ago. Madison's come a long way, so here's to hoping that Edie comes back strong.
Absolutely. Next matchup is Neiman versus Jake. Neiman gets lucky this week. Number 7 versus number 12. Neiman is 4-4. Jake 0-8. Neiman's going to win this matchup, even if Embiid is underwhelming. Jake's team sucks.
Well, Jake is guaranteed a top 2 pick, I think.
Yes, 100% Jake will have a top 2 pick next year, no doubt.
He also has, I think, my pick, your pick, and maybe one other pick.
All right, so just keep in mind, my pick and your pick right now would be picks 10 and 11 in the first round. So just keep that in mind as we move forward. Yeah, he has mine and your pick. Boy, 10 and 11 sounds sexy.
Do you know who the other pick is?
I don't off the top, but I don't think that it is a particular... Wouldn't it be funny if he has Kyle's pick? Hold on, I'm gonna look because that would be outstanding.
I almost think it is Kyle's, but it's
no way. There's no way. I'm looking it up right now because I just have to know. My pick, Matt's pick, so not bad. Not as bad as we thought.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, Matt's is a pretty good one. He could still get 2 top 5 picks. That's realistic for him.
He has his pick, correct?
He has his pick, yes. So he has his own pick, Matt's pick, and then mine and your pick. So he's going to have 2 really good ones and 2 not so good ones. But Joel, I want you to start thinking about this. He might have 4 picks, but if you're looking at his team, what's he going to do? He's going to have to start making decisions on these players. That's the thing with a rebuilding team. You can have all the high picks you want. You got to have space for him.
I mean, I think some of those high draft picks will be worth dropping some of the current players he has.
Probably. And heaven forbid we expand the rosters again next year. I'm not saying we are. Nobody panic. It's just also something else that will be discussed in the owners' meeting I've been tossing around. I'm not saying we are. I am just saying once I know, you will know if we are, in fact, doing it. Maybe even expanding the cap. We haven't decided, Joel Gibson. I'm just throwing out ideas. I've had several glasses of wine.
Players deep, guys.
I've had several glasses of wine. I'm on a high. I beat Doug. Oh, it just feels so good, Joel Gibson. It feels so good. And I hope that I play Doug in the championship this year so I can beat him then too. Oh my gosh. It'll taste so good. It'll taste so good. Anyway, last matchup, just as boring as all the other ones. Cody versus Adam. Adam 4-4. Cody 2-6. Cody is on the road. He's not going to play anybody. Adam, just play one player. Actually, you can wait till Sunday, Adam. Play one player, and you will win this matchup. Shout out to Adam. Adam is one big piece away from winning a championship. I'm telling you right now, Adam is one big piece away from winning a championship. And I am not joking. Oh, fuck. Okay. I am not joking, Joel Gibson. Adam is one big piece away from winning a championship, okay? There it is. I'm picking Adam.
Yeah, I'm going to pick Adam for this week, but not for a championship this year or next.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm glad you're not joking about that, Joel Gibson. That's it. 28 minutes. We're so sorry for running long this week, but it's so great to have Joel back. It's so much better when we can feed off each other. I feel like this video was great. It's probably because of all the wine. It's probably because I'm going to the Dolphins game. It's probably because I bent Doug over this week. It's because you bent Doug over this week. Everybody loves bending Doug over. But one person that will not be bending Doug over is Matt Hobert, who plays him this week. We will talk to you guys later. See ya.